Hey YouTube, how's it going? Today I'm going to show you how I write a Fizz program. This is a program that I write whenever I want to learn a new programming language or test myself on a language that I already know. So some of you may be wondering what a Fizz program is, so let me show you really quickly what that means. A Fizz program basically loops through the numbers 1 through 100, and depending on which kind of Fizz program you're being asked to write, it'll do something differently at this point, but this is the kind that I always write. If the number is divisible by 7 in your loop, then print Fizz. And if the number contains a 7, then print Buzz. And if it meets both of those conditions, then print Fizz Buzz. So today I'm going to be writing one of those programs as a way of testing myself in the midst of a much larger project. And this will also serve to warm up the brain. I've been listening to a bit of Scott Flansburgh talking about math, and one thing that he does is warm up his brain. I think that's pretty smart. I would listen to some of his talks. They're actually pretty brilliant. Either way, let's jump right into this. So I'm going to start with a loop. I is less than 100, and I plus plus. So I typically check the number first to see if it even meets either of those conditions, and then it skips it if it doesn't. So for example, 1 will not meet that condition. And also, I should probably start at 1. That would be smart. So the first thing that you need to do when you're checking the number is throw in an if statement and say if I divided by 7 is equal to 0, or if I dot to string, okay, that works, dot contains 7. So if either of those conditions is met, then move forward. Otherwise, oh wait, what language is that says console.out? I forget what language that is. Console.writeline I. There we go. Now the code for the actual program. So we need to check if I modulo 7 is equal to 0. In Python it would be easier. You would just say if not I modulo 7, because 0 and false are equivalent in Python. I'm not sure if it works like that in C#, or actually if it works like that in any other language. But if I modulo 7 is equal to 0, then, oh, this is something I forgot. I set up a variable to hold whatever words that are going to be printed. So I'm going to make this a list of string, and what am I going to call it? Output is equal, well, no, I'm just going to initialize it. Oh, what's it saying? Oh, it's declared but never used. I'll just go ahead and hide that. So if I modulo 7 is equal to 0, output dot add Fizz. I'm going to do lowercase just because. Now, else if no, I would just go through and say if I dot to string dot contains 7, add a space there for clarity. If I as a string contains 7, then output dot add Buzz. What are you yelling about? Use of unassigned local variable. Oh, no, that didn't fix it at all. Use of unassigned local variable output. But it has been assigned. Oh wait, no, you have to do this. There we go. Now I can move this back where it belongs. Does Shift tab work the way it does here? Control tab? No. So now it should run through and it should say, well, when it reaches 7, it should say Fizz, and then it'll go buzz, because 7 is both divisible by 7 and containing a 7. Therefore, I think the program is actually done, minus the fact that we have to console.writeLine. Now, this is the part that in C# is going to be mildly different to me. Actually joining the string together using a space, because in Python it would be, oh, there's a join. What does this do? No. Wait, no, is join just a thing on its own? No. Oh wait, no. So correlates the elements of two sequences based on matching keys. The default equality comparer is used to compare keys. What? Okay, to the internet really quickly. That's not what I asked for. That's string.join. Huh? Net. Oh, it's an actual string method. Oh, alright. Well, I mean, let's... Cannot convert from... Oh, capitalize that, you stupid fucker. Okay, this is... string.join. Oh, I have to switch the two. And then I'll clear the output. Is there a clear? Yeah, there is. And then continue, correct? I guess that's hopefully finished. Let's see how it runs. So the output, oh, wait. Okay, Fizz buzz on 7, Fizz on 14, buzz on 17. Once we get to the 70s, that should be, yeah, Fizz buzz, 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 Fizz buzz, buzz, buzz. Perfect. There we go, a Fizz buzz program written in C#. Let me just walk this through one more time in case somebody's following along for some reason as if they trust me. So I open up a new variable called output. It's a list of strings that uses the system collections generic, and then I did not say to add those. It wasn't necessary to add those. So first you set up an output variable that's a list of strings, and then you open up a for loop counting through and saying int I is equal to 1, and as long as it is less than or equal to 100, increment it and continue. Then you open up a new block right here that says if I modulo 7 is equal to 0, or if I toString contains 7, then run this block. Otherwise, skip this block and just write that number. Now jumping back into this block, because this is the meat of the code, you're going to say if I modulo 7 equals 0, then add the word Fizz to this list up here. If I toString contains 7, then add Buzz to the string. This way, and don't make sure not to put else up here, because this way you'll never end up with Fizz Buzz, you'll just have Fizz. But aside from that, just console.writeLine string.join space and output, then clear your output, or else you'll have a really long string of fizzes and buzzes, and hit continue. That way it skips this line and runs right on to the next one. And that's really all I have to say about that. Thank you. Bye-bye. So as you can see in the output, it did that at, or we could just not have output. That's fine. Oh, thank you. Thank you for reminding me that I have limited time on this earth.